Welcome back. It has been such a long time, gamers, since we've covered here a Digimon trading card game deck profile. And that's because I've been in the labs. I've been in the trenches of locals, just fucking grinding out matches, playing games, and you know why we're here. You clicked the thumbnail, you clicked the video, you went, wow, a ghost deck profile. Spooky. Boo. Well, we're here because I've been testing this deck out. It's a lot of fun, and it really does catch people off guard. It's like you gotta know. And if you don't, if it catches you sleeping, this deck can tear through a lot of things. Would I bring it to a tournament? I don't know. But it is a deck to keep your eye on because it is Liberator. I love the libs, as I always say. And it is only bound to get more support, which I think is like confirmed. I know we're getting like more Liberator stuff, but new deck profile. Here we go. Eggs. You just play the egg, Demimera, right? I feel like Demimera is like the purple egg. He's in every purple deck in some variation. We printed so many fucking Demimeras, but I digress. He's just on deletion. Return one ghost card from your trash to hand. Insane. It's like every Digimon in the deck. There's no cost for purple. It's usually like trash something to get something back, but no. We're just grabbing something back for free on deletion, which you're deleting a lot in this deck. So he's the only one worth playing. But next to our rookies, we have four of the great Liberator Searchers, which always grab two cards. This is Ghostmon. We have the super fun alt art of Ghostmon here. I love this Digimon. He looks sick. I love Ghost. I think they're goated with the sauce. So on play, top three, a Ghost and a Liberator, which is pretty much the entire deck. There are a few outliers to that, but you will be like searching everything. And then important on deletion, gain one memory. You'll see a lot of on delete. If you haven't seen this deck, if this is your first time seeing this deck, I will like kind of walk through the gist. But you're gonna be deleting yourself a lot, like a ghost. Ooh. Our second guy, second rookie, another four of Ghostmon again. Whoa, the latest Ghostmon. This is the BT21 one. He is goaded with the sauce for this deck. He is a reducer in Digivolution when you Digivolve into a ghost, which is all you're going to be Digivolving into, and then also on deletion gain one memory. He really helps like your turn like one if you just want to Digivolve into back into him and then play like a tamer. That's a great setup because no matter what, right? If you just play like a training or something, he's so good because if you have him in the back, no matter how much memory your opponent gives you, if you have a level 4 and 5, you can go up into Phantomon and do your shit just by having that reduction and then going up and being able to swing is really good. And also on deletion one memory is what we want. Then our final rookie, we only play three. We're playing we're playing 11 rookies, which I know is a no number sometimes. But you have a lot of search in this deck, so I believe. We have Candlemon. He is not a Liberator, but he is a ghost. Kinda. He's a ghost in flame. So, they keep threatening to do something with flame, but we'll see. All he does is he is a retaliation guy, which is great. A really good thing is if you're missing pieces and you have him, like say your opponent has like swung with something, which I've done a lot, you just swing retail into something, then use the egg to grab something back from trash, which is super, super clutch. But on deletion, he has the other, so it's either gain one memory, and there's technically two other kind of inheritance you'll get. He has trash a card in your hand to pop a level 4 or lower Digimon on your opponent's side. So you'll see we have a lot of on deletion effects. But that's it for the rookies. On to the champs, the level 4s. We have 4 Bakemon. Bakemon? Bake? I always say Bake. I think that's how you're supposed to say it. He is the when digivolving, if you have one or fewer tamers, play a violet. So you're going to have a lot of tamers, hopefully, on board. So he's not the most useful because I feel like you're always getting past that one or fewer. But getting that early violet, as you'll see, like violet is essential to this deck. And then he's on deletion, gain one memory. Yeah, I mean, we want to on deletion, gain one memory. The ideal stack is one of the two Ghostmon and then Bakemon. Just deletion gain two is great. Our second guy, not a Liberator, but a Ghost, Soulmon. On play when digivolving, give something retail, and on deletion, we do the trash something to pop a level 4. Not as good. I could see him getting replaced once there's a promo, I believe, for this deck coming out, that's a Bakemon, that's a Liberator, who sort of does the same thing as this guy, but I'd either replace him or the next guy coming up, our last, bringing us to 10 champs. Old Bakemon, BT15 Bakemon. He's just, when did he evolve on deletion, draw one, trash one, and then inheritable retail. He doesn't really, like, I don't know, he's alright, right? It's just we need more ghosts. So the promo will help out, and like definitely I think we'll replace this and maybe 2 of this when that promo comes out, leaving us kind of like this for champions. But as of now, we just play him. He's all right. Just the when Digivolving can be pretty good sometimes. You might need to draw more cards, but he is what it is. On to the level 5s. We have one of the all-stars of the deck, the one card, the card that does it all, Phantomon. So now we're going to get into this deck's gimmick. Execute. New keyword, exclusive keyword, I guess, not new. This has been around since a little bit now, but execute is when turn passes, you can swing with the Digimon with execute, even at unsuspended Digimon. So you can swing at suspended Digimon, security, unsuspended Digimon. The cost being the Digimon will die at the end of that swing. So you'll do your security checks, do your checks, whatever, and then he dies. So you're always kind of going up. Like usually an early turn would be like you go to Bakemon, pass turn, Digivolve into Phantomon, then he'll swing. And then he has the on deletion and inheritable on deletion, same thing. Play a level 4 with the go straight from trash. So now you're kind of seeing what we're doing. So just to like, I guess, show it off a little, we just say we have the stack, you know. End of turn, you swing. Bam, he dies. You gain 2 memory. Play something out from trash. Let's say you just play your searcher back. You search, and then from the egg, you can grab something from trash. So that's kind of the whole like thing is like you're getting these swings and you're keeping resources and maybe even like getting turn back because right we might be playing another tamer who likes when your Digimon die, but he's great. He's like he's the piece you need to find besides level 6, which we'll get to. You always want to see Phantomon, like heavy mulligan to see this guy. Without him, the deck falls apart. Right, the deck. Right, that's one of the things holding this deck back is without your execute guys, you cannot do anything because you can swing and hope to die, but that doesn't. You need the execute the promise of dying because dying, recurring pieces, playing Digimon out, insane. We love that. Our next ultimate, we're playing the X Antibody card, Metal Phantomon. He's a ghost. He digivolves for 1 on top of Phantomon. He's crazy. So I say all these cards are crazy. The level 5s I feel like in this deck are very strong. He is a blocker, and then on play when digivolving, by deleting one of your Digimon, delete one of your opponent's level 5 or lower. So that's pretty crazy because he can say you don't want to swing, or say you've somehow played Phantomon and he can't swing. You digivolve for 1, and instead if you like digivolve for 1 to pass turn into him, you can pop yourself, pop their guy, play out a level 4, gain all the memory, and do all your stuff. Or you'll see later we'll have the ability to play 2 bodies, and if you play him and then play the other body, you can pop the other body to do that. And then also, right, if that's not all Metal Phantomon does, on deletion D-Digivolve 1, which is kind of nice. Decks usually have no answer to D-Digivolve, so if you can pull that off, that's sick. And then our last ultimate, last level 5, Chimeramon, BT8 Chimeramon. This deck loves playing bodies and can easily play 2 level 4s. Playing 2 level 4s, going into Chimera, slotting in Phantomon, and then either just swinging or going into the level 6 is crazy. Chimeramon wins me so many games. Just people don't think you can do like 5 checks, and then you can with all the memory gain, and this is like one of the only ways to gain rush. So there is another way, which we'll get to, but he's such a clutch card. If they release more stuff, he might get replaced, but for now, he's super good. He really helps you just do big stinking turns. And then our level sixes. So, Phantomon, love you. You're great. Well, Daddy's home. We have Necromon. We're playing him for, of course. He's got some text. Now, the ghost, he do be having some text on his card. He is Sec +1. Execute. We know what Execute does now. On play when digivolving. Delete one of your bonus Digimon at the lowest level. On play, on deletion. You may play a level 5 or lower Digimon with the ghost trait from your trash without paying the cost. So, the bit with him is we've already seen all the stacks, so you know. But he'll digivolve, pop one of your opponent's guys, swing 2 checks into security. He then will die, hopefully gaining you 2 memory. Then he can play a level 5 or lower, and Phantomon Inheritable can play a level 4 or lower. So you're seeing like you could potentially play 2 bodies. You could play a level 5, like a Metal Phantomon or Phantomon, just to do that. And or you could play 2 level 4s and DNA, or level 3 and level 4 Digivolve DNA, depending on what you want to do. But he's another card you have to see. This is another, I think, like issue with the deck is Phantomon. You need Phantomon and Necromon. You really I think you need to see one of those, or else you just lose, right? If you're not seeing Necromon, if all 4 are in your security, you can get him back eventually, but you're starting off really bad because he is what you want to. He's your guy, right? He's the star of the show, the big ghost, Big Boo himself, King Mama Jamma. Without him, you're crushed. We do play another level 6 just for shits and giggles. Play the other ghost level 6 Reapermon. We played 2 of him. He's another card with some text. I don't know how. I wish we just had a better one. Wish we had just like anything else. But he's all right. He's great for a play I'll show in a second when we understand more of this deck. But he's a collision blocker, and all turns when an effect digivolves, your opponent's Digimon de-digivolve. So if you have him on the field and they try to ace, they ace, and then before they get to do anything, if it's your turn, you de-digivolve that ace and just gain the overflow. Really funny. And then on deletion, right? We love on deletion effects in this deck. He deletes one of your opponent's play cost to 4 lower Digimon or Tamers. So he's all right. He's mainly just there to be a blocker. Like we only have a couple blockers in this deck. We have him and Metal Phantomon. So he's not really hard to get into once you do the Necromon play. And I'll show that off in a second once we've gotten through everything. But that is our level 6s. On to the non-Digimon cards. We have 4 BT20 Violet in boots. She's a starter main phase. If your opponent has a Digimon, gain 1. Like I feel like every Liberator has the 3-cost tamer that does that. And then her cool effect, another card I feel like this deck just, you need a lot to do your big pop-offs. But if you have it, I think it's like you're almost unbeatable if you're just doing everything. Because her thing is when any of your ghosts are deleted, which is everything but Chimeramon, suspend this tamer, then one of your Digimon may digivolve into a card with the ghost trait in the hand, reducing the cost by 2. So let us explain this. So we have these 2 cards, right? That's kind of all you need. And they can swing, you die, and you'll play out 2 bodies. Let's say you're playing out him and him, just who cares? Now, after you've resolved all those effects, you can then resolve Violet. Because since something has just died, you tap Violet, and then you can now Digivolve up for either 1 or free, or 2, I guess, if you're going into another Necromon. But usually, this is how you're getting into Reapermon, for a cost of 1. Because you'll play out your guys, get into Reapermon, have a blocker, he'll block, and then hopefully die, and then play out another level 4. But, I mean, if you have multiple Violets, you can do that. You can go on top of your other Digimon as well. Or, right, if you just play level 4, you can do 1 Violet and then 1 Violet and go to super up. So she is super important for your combos. You really like to see this card, right? Of course. And then we have one more other Violet, just memory setter Violet. She sets your memory, start of turn, and then start of turn or start of main phase. I know that's important for some of these cards. You can trash an option card or one card with Ghost to draw one, or Three Musketeer, I guess. If you're if you're gonna do something crazy, combine these decks. But she has 2 decks, so that. And then we have our honorary tamer, the ever useful EX1 card, Analog Youth. If you don't know what this card does by now, you're crazy. But I will explain on reveal or on play. Reveal top 3. Add 1 Digimon card among them. Trash the rest. Great for filling up your trash for Ghost to do shit. And then all turns, when one of your level 5 or higher dies, you can tap to gain 1 memory and hatch an egg. He accelerates this so much. I would love to play him at 4, but I'm already like sacrificing a rookie to play him at this much. So I don't know. You could maybe drop down even more to play him. That's like up to debate, but these ratios have been good for me so far. And that is our tamers. And then on to our options. 3 wisdom training. Like I said, this deck is, we want to search a lot with our analog youths, wisdom trainings. We want to find all the pieces to do your big sick combos, and you want to be able to digivolve up because you want to be able to go from theoretically like a rookie in the back all the way up to a level 6, which helps with the new rookie and all that, or just up to a level 4 or 5. Because if you're not doing that, you are losing. Then we have 2 Apparition Legion. This card is amazing when you play it and win the game. It is ass every other way. So this card has so much text, and I will explain it because it's awful. This card sucks. I wish it was better. So by returning up to 9 levels total worth of Digimon cards from your opponent's trash to the bottom of the deck, you may play 1 Ghost Trait Digimon card for each returned level from your trash without paying the cost. Then Digimon played by this effect gain Rush Blocker. What does that mean? Right? That is, and security, play level 5 or lower from your trash. What does this mean? This means you have to return up to 9 total level. So the only 3 options to return are I guess they're at level 2 and at level 7. We're not doing that. I don't even understand how you would possibly conceive of doing that. But 3 level 3s, a level 4 and a level 5, or hopefully what you're seeing is a level 6 and a level 3 from your opponent's trash. If they don't have those combinations, you cannot play this card. That's for one. For the other, you have to have the exact same levels in your trash. So what you're doing usually is putting back a level 6 and level 3 from your opponent's trash to play Necromon and a level 3. Necromon gains Rush, end of turn execute. Hopefully that's just swing for game. Necromon has on plays. I bet you were wondering why. It's for this. But the rigidity, this card is so rigid because you must meet that 9 cost. You cannot activate this without that. And it's weird. So you can't just return 1 level 6 from your opponent's trash and activate this. No, they have to equal 9, which is such a weird card, but I win games with this, right? If you swing for all their security, and then you just play this past 8 and then win if you have it. I wish there was a better card. I wish this card was better, but for now, it's kind of sick with it when it works, and then it's just useless trash when it doesn't. And then our final card in the deck, 1 Demonic Disaster. You may delete one of your opponent's Digimon to unsuspend, one of your Digimon to unsuspend, one of your purple Digimon. Right, that's everybody. Except for Chimeramon, which he is purple when he does all of your shit. And then security, you may play a level 3, no on-play effects. That's the deck, right? I think this deck has some sauce, I think Necromon is cool. I don't think this is like the super tournament ready deck, but I would, like, as we see with puppets right now, puppets are skyrocketing in price because they revealed new support and it's goated, and you'll see that on this channel when those cards come out. But I feel like this deck could do that if they release more Necromon, which is highly likely. This deck could really use like an ace, like because you play all those bodies in past turn, so it could use some more defensive options. That would be pretty good. A level 7 would be pretty good. Level 7 ace. Ooh. That'd be pretty. That'd be pretty all right. But yeah, no, the deck is cool. I mean, I would love to see more of your variations. Anybody in the comments, send me what you're cooking up with this. It's been a pet deck of mine for a little bit now, but yeah, that is Ghost. It's the Ghost Liberator deck. It's my build. Thank you all for watching. Please comment down what deck you want to see next on this super sexy Digimon channel. But like, comment, subscribe for Digimon. Stay for the shitty video games, right? Or just check out the Digimon, which is awful. Just I respect that. But thank you all for watching. See you all with another deck profile later. Bye.